Welcome to another episode for Gone to the Dogs, another preview as we look forward to a fantastic weekend of racing. We've got the start of the Boyle Sports Irish Greyhound Derby, where we're going to go through the three UK runners who are making the trip over to test themselves in Ireland. We've also got the Summer Stairs final, the Gold Cup final at Monmouth, sponsored by Ladbrokes. We've got two of the finals on the card, and Monday, of course, Bank Holiday Monday, start of Greyhound Racing Week. We've got the Select Stakes, the Select Stayers, and the Art Puppy Classic final as well. So, boys, morning. Chris, we'll start with you. It's a great weekend, but this is why we love the sport, full weekends like this.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I mean, starting from Friday all the way through to Monday, it's top class, isn't it? Yeah, and as you say, this is what we're in the sport for. Look, weekends like this, I can't wait.
Yeah, and three UK runners, Graham, going to Ireland for the Irish Derby. We've got Proper Heiress, we've got Ballymacaxel, and we've also got So Cool that some people have forgot about, and we keep, he's going under the radar. So, three chances. How many live chances have we got? Is it only one, or can you stick the other two in there that can qualify as well and go fairly deep?
I think probably realistically, Proper ARS is the main English hope. Obviously, he's won so many category ones over in this country anyway. So the fact he's taking on the best of the Irish is all credit to the Wallace Kennel. But you'd like to see the other two featuring at some point as well. So hopefully they can go a few rounds as well. But yeah, I think our main change is definitely Proper ARS.
Yeah, Ballymacaxel, I think third round of the Kirby, I believe, was he the third round of the Kirby or quarter final maybe the Kirby. I think it was the third round. And So Cool last week broke the 29-second barrier at Hove, Michael, which is never to be sniffed at. It's a proper run. Now trained by Pat Butley for the Irish Derby. He's in good hands.
Yeah, he's got proper pace. He can start. He stays strong. Like you say, he broke the 29-second barrier, goes into the competition with every chance, and he's the type that could appeal at each way prices.
Yeah, I think is he the first of the UK runners tonight? Is he, or is it Proper Eris? We know Proper Eris is running at the time is 9:06. He goes in heat 7 tonight, so we're going to look at Proper Eris first. He's in with Sunshine Sue in 1, Proper Eris 2, Phoenix Memphis 3, Mr. Ebola 4, Fun in the Run 5, and a Proper Aeroplane in 6, Ballinabola Joe. Michael, thoughts on Harry, as he's known in his kennel? Chances? Or will they just be happy to get him in the first four? First four qualified tonight, then it is first three for the rest of the competition, but I just want to get him through, won't they?
Yeah, 100%. I think last week's trial, he'll come forward for that. I'm glad they went over and had a look round. I think, like you say, qualification's the name of the game, but I actually think he's well drawn to lead round and win tonight. So hopefully lays down the marker for the competition. And there's still some nice prices around anti-post. So, yeah, if you fancy Proper areas, now's probably the time to get involved.
Yeah, that 341 sectional, that ain't to be sniffed at. Sunshine Seal on his inside, so he will have to be careful, Graham. But look, we know how he's the best four bend dog in the UK by some stretch. He is our best chance of winning the Irish Derby as a country, and he should qualify tonight, shouldn't he? God, you want to think he'll be in the first four, and look, many will think he can win.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, Joe, the 3-4-1 sectional on his inside has got to be pretty lively from the traps. But we know we've seen before at Hove, we've seen at Monmouth before, just how brilliant of a trapper he is. And when he gets it right, he's very hard to beat. Say he's got a clear sunshine shoe. He's got Bale and Bowler Joe on his outside tonight. So he's got a proper tough heat, to be honest. But like you say, it's all about qualification in the first round. And first four will do team-wise. I think no problems with that at all.
Yeah, thoughts, Chris? You'd be happy enough with his draw?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, the sixth Ballinabola Joe did impress at Tulsa in the first couple of rounds, so he's a serious dog. But yeah, you'd be confident getting through the first four, wouldn't you? And it's just exciting to see us going over the real chance, which I think he has got a real chance. It's good to see him go over because, we haven't had many challenges in recent years. I know Freddie last year did a great job getting to the semis, but I think Bob Hurst's got a real chance. Get him through here, get that one under his belt, and then and kick on, hopefully. So I'm quite excited about seeing how he gets on.
And what we have seen with him, fellas, he could do it from any box. We've seen him win big comps out of 4. It'd be interesting seeing him a little bit further out in 5 and 6 if it got to that. But the wide runners always get through at Shelbourne, it seems. So he should be, worst case, trap 4. And we've seen him win out of there. So good luck to Mark Wallace, Mike Davis, the MWD partnership, and of course, Proper Heiress, who goes at 9:06 tonight in Heat 7. Right, 10:08, So Cool. Goes in trap 6. Good race. Bubbly Charger in 1. Swifters Jim in 2. Bush Park Rodney in 3. Hackney Corner in 4. Badly Matt to Bet in 5. And So Cool in 6. I think Connections probably, Chris, would have wanted a slightly easier race, but again, it's first 4, just qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got his work cut out, hasn't he? I mean, he's a nice dog. I mean, his whole form's, is really, really solid, but this is a different kettle of fish, isn't the Irish Derby? And Ballymac to bet on its inside, it's quite a tough opening assignment. So, yeah, they'd absolutely settle for the qualifying position right now. But again, good to see him going having a crack. But, yeah, he's got plenty on his plate, I think, first round and then going forward.
Yeah, he's left a brilliant trainer over here in Paul Donovan Graham. He's now with Pat Buckley. He knows how to win this competition. So if anyone can get an extra tune out of him, it could be Pat. But he's a fast dog. We know how fast he is. We've seen him run over here, and he's shown that.
Yeah, I think, like you say, I think maybe Pat may need to get the extra tuning out of So-Called because he's not had to look around the track before. So, if he shows good, he plays up to the bend, and might get slightly lost maybe. If you can get him around the bend in front, and hopefully he can qualify, and should come up a bundle for the run as well for next week if he does.
Thoughts, Michael? Can he go a fair way, or you just thinking round by round with a dog like So-Called? Look, it's an extremely tough ask. We know it is, but is he capable?
Yeah, of course. Like you said there, he's seeded wide as well, so you've got that. That's definitely an advantage in the competition. If Pat Buckley can get an extra little tune out of him, he could go deep. It is a hot heat tonight. I think there's been a bit of money round for Bubbly Charger, Anti-Post. You've got Hackney Corner in there, Ballymac to bet. It's a hot race, so yeah, qualification definitely the name of the game tonight, and come forward from the first look round.
Well, look, we all love Romford, don't we, Friday night? It's part of our UK calendar, but this does add a lot of spice to the evening, doesn't it? We're all sitting down, eating our Chinese, whatever we're going to be doing. A couple of bottles of Asahi. Other beers are available, of course. But, yeah, just sitting down, watching this, it is special, ain't it? And I think the more you work in this sport, the Irish Derby does probably take a keen hold in what you do now, doesn't it? Because we cover it as well on what we do with Ground News. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You guys?
Massively, yeah. It's a cracking competition. There's no better atmosphere than Shelburne on Derby final night, so it all leads to that. Yeah, okay, so the cracking 5 weeks coming up, so I can't wait.
What do you reckon, Graham? Next year, team night out, we go to Shelburne for Irish Friday night.
Yeah, quick over expenses though for next year. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? your bar bill alone, Joe. Yeah, it'd be a good night out, wouldn't it? I mean, I've never actually been to Ireland before, full stop. So I'd love to go to Dublin one day for the final. So yeah, it should be a good night out, I think, next year.
Yeah, you have seen the big lad drink, and this boy can put it away. Michael, you'll see that very soon. We've got a day out coming up soon, so you'll see that. But is the Irish Derby something that you do focus on? I know you worked with Ozchecker before. Is it something you cover through that?
No. To be honest, it's more you run for Friday nights, like you said, things like that. They seem to target the British race, the English racing. Sorry, but yeah, I'll be definitely up for the works trip. And from what I've heard of the prices over there, we definitely need the expenses thrown into the mix. So that'll be a good one.
The winners you boys put up, it's on you. I'm telling you now. Proud of men, but yeah, it can be very expensive, but it's well worth it. So that's Friday night. Saturday night, we're gonna look at Ballymac Axel before we head to Monmore. Ballymac Axel, and of course Friday night we have got cheap sandwiches and Bocco's Diamond. Let's not forget. I think Bombay Pat as well. Is he on Friday as well? I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
3 of the top 3 in the betting are all running on Friday. So good luck to all of them. Graham Holland, very short price, 6-4 to win it with the sponsor. He's got 11 runners, I believe, in the Derby this year, and of course he's got Bocco's Diamond. Let's give a word on Bocco's Diamond. We'll go back a little bit. People aren't not convinced with what he's done. His sprint trial was unbelievable. I think he went about 4 or 5 lengths inside the clock. I wouldn't mind owning a 28-20 court dog. I think I'd be more than happy having one of them in my kennel. But look, people aren't convinced. Could he make 6-1 look a bit of a silly price in 2-3 weeks' time? I'll open it up.
I think
of course.
Yeah, go.
That was always going to happen. Graham, to you.
I think it probably could do. I mean, when he went to Tosa, everyone was saying he's too short. That's much too short a Tosa. But I think Shelburne's more of his track. Obviously, he's shown last year that he went unbeaten for the competition. You made all the running on most of the occasions. This probably his track.
Did he break the clock twice?
Exactly, yeah. And I think this sort of track was suiting better. It's more of a front runner's track, and Bocco's Diamond is a front runner. Tosa may not have been his track, but I think Shelburne plays for his strengths, and 6-1 in a few weeks' time could prove absolutely massive. But I think we're all going to try and get him beat still at some point.
It is tempting, Michael, ain't it? Because we just know he loves the place. We know he's the best dog in the UK, best dog in Ireland when he does it right. Look, he did everything wrong during the derby, and he got beat a length and a half in the end to win it. So that just shows how good he is. And he's tempted 61. Surely there's a few people going to be reeled in by that.
I think he was around 4-1 or 9-2 best price 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I think what it is with Bottles Diamond, he's probably lost that air of invincibility. Everyone was looking for that next superstar. And just because it didn't quite work out at Toaster in the English derby, he's still a super dog. Like you say, Shelbourne Park suits. He's back on his home turf. He's going to be hard to beat. And like the guys have touched on, that 6-1 could look huge value in a couple of weeks' time.
Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think, we're all trying to get him beat, really, aren't we? History's against him, winning 2 in a row, Texan doing, but make no mistake, he's still the dog to beat, isn't he? And his court trials were still very good, but not up to what we expect from him. But if he puts a big run in first round, then all of a sudden you think that 6-1 looks massive. But I think people are leading into the fact that maybe he's not quite the dog he was. What happened at Toaster? But as you said, Joe, probably on his track, and he didn't do anything right, and he still got beat a length. So yeah, I think a bit really interested to see what he does in the first round. I'd imagine there's still a bit left in the tank. Graham will have a bit of work to do there. But if he puts in a big run tonight, and all of a sudden you're thinking this 6-1 looks huge. So all eyes on tonight, really, and see how he goes.
I think for Graham racing, we kind of want him. I don't think he will tonight. Look, he should win. Graham's not concerned, and you got to trust the man's word. He's a genius in what he does. But if he come out tonight and done 29-10, won 6 lengths, and whatever time the ridiculous runs they do to the third bend, I think, it's just that price. They're just dangling that little carrot, aren't they? Where they go, come on, just come and have a little bit, just get involved, because it could look short. It could look a big price in a couple of weeks. It could look, he might be the same price in 2-3 weeks' time. We just don't know. So yeah, that's very interesting. They're just dangling a little carrot out there for people. So good luck to anyone who has played. It'll be a watching brief tonight. Hopefully he does the business. So I think as a sport, we do want him to return to his best, because he is a phenomenon, isn't he? He is a global superstar, and hopefully he can do the business tonight. So good luck to him tonight. Good luck to all the runners, of course, running Friday night. But Saturday night, Ballymac Axel, trained, of course, by Maxine Locke. Just looking at his form, I just want to make sure we know how far he got at Limerick. He got knocked out in the second round behind Fun in the Run, who runs tonight against Proper Heiress, I believe. So, yeah, he's... and then he was wild fancy for the derby, and it just went horribly wrong in the first round behind New in Benny. He's since been to Hove. He's now back over there with Mert Leahy. 29.75 trial, same as Proper Heiress. He's in with Costamount in 1, Triangle Brando in 2, Harlequin Coolio in 3, Mystical Mag in 4, Droopy's Map in 5, Ballymac Axel in 6. Will Connections be happy enough, Michael, with the first round? He should qualify, shouldn't he?
Yeah, very much so. He's been lightly raced in recent months. When he was with Maxine Locke and on the kennel, had an issue with cough a couple of months back. He's had his looks round Hove and Central Park recently. That had blown away the cobwebs. And he goes into the competition with every chance. He's clearly very pacey. So yeah, good luck to the All Connections for having a crack at the Irish Greyhound Derby.
Yeah, Graham, he's a fast dog. He's got a lot of pace. It's just when he puts it all together, he's got to try and do that consistently now, hasn't he? Which can be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I backed him for the derby myself. I think it's 125-1 or something stupid like that, and he got knocked out in the first round. He's a dog that always seems to find a bit of trouble during racing as well. I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. His last win was back in Ireland. That was back in March. So I think he's still got a big run inside him, and hopefully he puts a string of runs together in a derby this week, over the next couple of weeks.
And with that, Chris, as Graham's just mentioned, he's a dog that finds trouble. Putting a wide tag on him, hopefully that can put a stop to that. Or will he just set it from there? Does he really want to be in 6? I'm not sure. I think it could work out to be a good move. I think he's a dog with loads of ability, a dog that I really like, and he's just not really built on that potential that he's clearly got. Again, similar to Graham, I thought he could go well in the derby, but things didn't work out there. Then, as Michael said, the kennel had the cough, and I thought he'd go well at Hove, to be honest with you, in the Sussex Cup. But again, he stumbled at the start in the second in the semi-finals and never really showed what he's capable of. I still think he's got a hell of a lot of ability. I think he'll show it at some point, but he's in with, it's a nice heat. To qualify him and build on from there. I'm not saying he's going to go
all the way or anything like that. But I think he's got the ability to go a few rounds and give a good account of himself. And then, it's a dog I do really like. I just hope he can show his ability what he's capable of soon.
Definitely. So good luck to Maxine, good luck to the JR Racing Syndicate, and good luck to Barry McAxel, of course, who's now with Mert Leahy. So all the best to all three UK runners in Ireland taking their chance in the Irish Derby this weekend. So very best of luck to them. We'll be watching and supporting all three of you from everyone at Gone to Dogs and Greyhound News UK, Greyhound Racing UK, of course. As we move on to Monmore, fellas, 2 cracking finals, a brilliant card overall. I think it's a good card. They've done very well to fill a 12-race open card. We've got 2 of the finals on the card that we'll look at, but we're going to start with the Summer Stayers, the Ladbroke Summer Stayers Classic Final. The sad withdrawal of Bombay Nutty, I think just a slight change, Gracilis, is the reasoning. So New Destiny in track 1, Antigua Kestrel 2, Gary Diab in 3, Clona Rice in 4, Vagar in 5. Mark Wallace looking for that centenary Category 1 success. He's on 99. He's got chances here with New Destiny and Vagar. He's also in the Gold Cup final we'll come to after. But the betting, 13-8 the pair, New Destiny and Vagar, 13-2 Gary Diab, 8-1 Clona Ice, and 20-1 Antigua Kestrel, who would be odds on to lead if coming away. Thoughts, fellas? A brilliant race. Will Mark be picking up his 100th Category 1 success? We'll come to Graham. Fire away.
I think he will, Joe. It's just a case of which one it would be.
Which one will it be?
I think it'd be New Destiny, to be honest. I mean, I can see a scenario where Antigua Kestrel leads, possibly hold Gary Diab up on the outside of him. New Destiny sneaks around the inside, and she hits the front, she'll prove tough to beat. I think that's the way to go for the final. I've got Antigua Kestrel and Gary Diab as my anti-post selections as well, so I'm hoping just to get the place money with both of them, to be honest. But I think New Destiny's the likely winner.
Well, Graham, let me just give you a little bit of good news. Right? A little bit of good news. You've got 2 out of 5 runners.
Yeah.
So you definitely collect him in one of them.
One. I'd like both.
Yeah, hopefully both, but you definitely collect him in one. So well done, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We haven't seen the race yet, but congratulations. You've got a winning ticket. I feel like Willy Wonka. You've got a golden ticket. So well done.
Absolutely.
Michael, I'm with Vagar. I think she's got a good draw. I think she'll clear Clona Ice. And I just think this bitch is ultra special. Now, don't get me wrong. New Destiny is as well. I can see a similar scenario to how Romeo Empire got knocked out last week with New Destiny, with Antigua Kestrel on her outside. I'm with Vagar. Talk to me, boy.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. I think she's very, very well drawn. She's done a clear Clona Ice into the corner. Antigua Kestrel will be diving for the rails. We know he's got bundles of early pace that could hold up New Destiny. I can't see a scenario where Vagar doesn't lead off the second bend and kick half a dozen lengths clear. And then I think Clona Ice will be staying on to grab second. So I think the play's definitely Vagar for me at 13-8. And then on the night, Vagar to beat Clona Ice.
Oh, he's all right. He goes big this late. He don't mess around, does he? He does not mess around. He chucks the forecast in. Chris, are we overlooking Gary Diab, Antigua Kestrel, Clona Ice, or is it a bit of a match race? It's a good race. These dogs are they're seasoned pros. Second Corn, Cullen, Clona Ice, Gary Diab. We know exactly what he's doing. 37.60, capable of that. Antigua Kestrel. I'm surprised he's really tying up as much as he is over this trip. Are you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to go a long way clear.
Is that the calibre of dogs he's in with compared to what he's been in with at Oxford?
Yeah, probably a bit of both, Joe. I think. Yeah, he's not the strongest over the trip, but also it's a really hot competition. We know that, and the dogs he's in with. But yeah, he's going to have to go a long way clear. Kestrel, I think the same with Gary Diab. I think yourself and Michael have took the words out of my mouth. Really, I'm very much on the side of Vagar. A huge New Destiny fan, who isn't. She's a great bitch and she's been a fantastic servant. I just think things will get really tight on the inside there. Antigua Kestrel looking for the rails, Gary Diab doing the same, all pacing up into that short run to the bend. I think it could get really tight on the inside, setting up perfect for Vagar to swoop on the outside and kick on. That's how I see the race going. Very similar to yourselves. So yeah, Vagar for me.
The 3 of us, and a bonus point for whoever gets who sung You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth.
Not a clue.
Meatloaf. Come on, lad. You should know that. Meatloaf. And you'll start singing it in your head now because you know exactly what song it is as well.
I couldn't say I'm a big Meatloaf fan.
3 votes for Vega, 1 vote for New Destiny. Good luck to all 5. It's a shame we haven't got Bombay Nutty. Good luck to Mark, who's, of course, chasing that centenary Category 1. But a brilliant final, so all the best to all 5 in that final. As we head on to 9:04, the next race, we've got the Ladbrokes Gold Cup final, a wide open affair. Ardira Sam in 1, Arvura Zlatan 2, Ginger's Prince in 3, Headford Dane in 4. We've got Armadoki in 5 and Jack Tavern Chief in 6. Now betting, Ardira Sam 8-1 in Trap 2, Arvura Zlatan 6-1. Trap 3 is Ginger's Prince, he's 11-2. Headford Dane is available at 4-1. We've got Armadoki at 4-1 and Jack Tavern Chief at 11-4. Now I'm going to start, fellas. I've waxed lyrical about this dog, and I've said it for a long time. If he just puts 3 breaks together, he'll win the competition. He hasn't put 1 break in yet, Jack Tavern Chief, but he's still here. And how he got up last week is beyond me. I just want a break. 14-1, we're sitting on. Just trap Jack Tavern Chief, and you will win the Gold Cup. That is my message to you. Guys, I'm going to start with you, Chris. Thoughts? It's a wide open affair, but I'm glad we've got a wide open contest like this because you cannot rule out any of the 6 runners here, and that's hopefully the signs of a brilliant final to come.
Yeah, definitely. I think you can make a case for all 6 runners. That's what you want. Jack Tavern Chief, I suppose a lot of the race depends on what he does at the boxes, as you said, Joe. If he comes away, then the rest are in trouble. He hasn't come away yet, and you're obviously sitting pretty at 14s. I'm not sure I'd be wanting to back him just for the final, given how he's been breaking. So, yeah, the way I see it, it's similar to the other final, the Stairs final. I think things could get squeezed up on the inside. We saw Ginger's Prince down for the rails from Trap 3 in the first round. I think he'll do the same in the final. So I'd be worried about 1 and 2 runs to the bend there. So I'm looking at the outside dogs here. Jack Tavern Chief, worried about his breaking. If he does come away, he wins, as you say, but I'd be a bit worried about that. So I'm looking ahead for Dane, coming back into form after a long break, improving with each run, massive runner. But I like Mark Wallace's dog here, Armada. I think good comeback run. I've been off a lot of tracks since April. Good comeback run in the first round. Impressive winning last week in the semis. I think he could step up again, really, given how long he's been off the track. So, yeah, with the things possibly getting tight on the inside and Jack Tavern Chief essentially missing it, I'm looking for Armadathi to cut loose and to lead all the way. So I think that's a big player.
Just watched Headford Dane's run from last week from 3 again. He just took a slight step right from the boxes.
Did
edge in towards on the run to the corner. I think it looks set for 5-6 as well, and hopefully, we get a decent buckle. I like Armadoki. I think he's got a lot of pace. This dog. He was a Birmingham Cup finalist or Laurels finalist, was it? I think it was the Laurels final, wasn't it? Yeah, behind Irons of Sydney and Perry Bar recently. He's been off since that, so to do what he's done is testament to him. But Graham, how do you see this? So we've got 1 vote for Armadofi for Chris. I'm with Jack Tavern Chief. You're gonna go 2-1, or you going elsewhere?
No, I'm going to go elsewhere.
You're sticking with your anti-post, aren't you?
Anti-post wise, yeah, anti-post. I tipped up Headford Dane, so obviously I'm hoping he does the business on Saturday night. I overlooked him last week in the semi-final.
Can he clear, Graham? Can he clear?
I don't know. I don't think he probably can clear early. I think he's got a decent enough draw. Like Chris said, Ginger's Prince will head to the rails. So it's probably better to be on the outside of Ginger's Prince rather than on the inside. So if there is trouble on the inside, he can miss it. So if he does turn handy, he's got a hell of a chance. But I overlooked him last week. I don't want to overlook him again this week. I think Headford Dane will win. I spoke to Glenn Foote on Thursday. He said Jack Tavern Chief's not been trapping balls at Monmore recently. His best form's been at Newcastle, the hydraulic traps. Yeah. They go through his form. He's had quite a few quick away starts at Newcastle. He's not been handling the front-loaded spring traps at Monmore so far, but Glenn said he only needs to trap once to win this race, and if he does that on Saturday, I think he will be the one to beat. But I'm sticking with Headford Dane.
Okay, so we've got 3 different votes here. Michael, where are we going, mate? Come on, talk to us.
Yeah, I think it shows how competitive it is. We've got 3 different votes, and I'm going for a different one again. I'm going for Ardira Sam in Trap 1 at 8-1. The first round
he goes big. I like it.
Doesn't he? Doesn't miss it out.
Explain. Go on, talk to us, big fella.
With theory as well, Joe. Let's go. Right, first round heats, the 429 sectional, 432 sectional, from Trap 1. Last week went in Trap 3, went for the rails. Ginger's Prince will be edging across, but if Sam gets out, I think he can hold his pitch into the corner, and at 8-1 will look value. But I do agree with what you guys have said. It takes 1 break for Chief. If he does trap from trap, if he pings out from Trap 6, he's clearly the one to beat. Spoke to Maxine Locke yesterday about Headford Dane. Wish the kennel all the best in the final. Obviously won the puppy competition earlier this year. It's a really, really hot final of the Ladbrokes Gold Cup. One I'm looking forward to watching. But for me, Adira Sam 8-1 from Trap One.
So we've got 4 different votes. Come on then, let's talk about Averroes Latan and Ginger's Prince. We'll start with the former, Averroes Latan. Here on merit, good winner in round 1 from Trap 1. Done well to qualify behind Headford Dane last week. Was a decent price again, but he's here on merit. He's got a lot of pace as well. And if he manages to clear Adira Sam and leads, he's capable of 28.17. He has actually got the joint fastest time around here with Jack Tavern Chief. So it just shows how open it is, boys, when he's, 6-1 to win it.
Yeah, see plenty of added pace if he comes away and gets in front of Ginger's Prince before it cuts across. He's got every chance as well. So just shows what a wide open final is, really, doesn't it? This is what we want, big finals like this where you can make a case for them all. And yeah, if Richard Reese's dog gets clear, then every chance.
And Ginger's Prince, winner of the Bet Goodwin Pall Mall. Brilliant story, back from a broken, was it shoulder blade? I think he fractured shoulder blade or something like that, which is just an insane training performance from Patrick and Jay Brown, and a lot of TLC, a lot of care and a lot of perseverance, I would have thought. So fair play to them. To get into another final is testament to them, and says a lot about the dog as well. He's got a big heart, and that says a lot about a dog. And you roll out a dog with a heart like this, Graham, at your peril, because he never knows when he's beaten. He's very, very fast to go with it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Showed his battling qualities at Oxford in the Pall Mall a couple of weeks back when beating Ryoka Royson from Kevin Hutton's dog. He's shown that occasion what he's capable of, and I think the draw could have worked out better for him. I think if he'd been in Trap 1, his chance would have been highly more significant. But I think the draw he's got now, he may struggle to clear 2 and 1 from the inside. But if he does produce one of his best breaks, he's shown he can win big races before. He could do it again Saturday.
Absolutely. So good luck to all the runners on Saturday at Monmore as we head into Monday. Now, boys, what a night at Nottingham on Monday. The draws ain't on the RP site yet, which is fairly disappointing. So if anyone's got them in front of them, I haven't got them in front of me. So if you boys have got them, Chris, fire away with... You got it?
Yeah, I've got it on the excellent Greyhound News UK website, Joe.
There we go. Fire away. I like that little pull there as well. Good lad.
Right, which one are we going for first?
What's in time order? What goes first?
First up is the Puppy Classic final, and that's
8-19. Puppy Classic final then. Dan, the betting is Romeo Alliance 4-11, 4-1 Cranky Drake, 10-1 Bouncing Monarch, 25-1 Droopy's Poker, 28-1 Agaba and Ben, and 50-1 Whiskey Outside. Chris, talk to us. Tell us the draw.
Right, we've got Romeo Alliance in 1, Bouncing Monarch 2, Whiskey Elsa 3, Agaba and Ben 4, Cranky Drake 5, and Droopy's Poker in 6.
Thank you very much. Very well done. It's very professional in what you do, Chris. I like it. Is that the reason, guys? Romeo Alliance is 4-11 being drawn in Trap 1. He's inside Bouncing Monarch, who was very, very impressive last week and showed lovely early to get inside Romeo ability. 4-11 Trap 1. Can we look past him? Michael, come on. Can we look beyond Romeo Alliance?
Not for me, Joe. Can't look past him. For me, he's a super dog. I know we've said at the 40-1 for next year's Derby could appeal. He was 2-1 outright for this competition, and obviously he's 4-11 now into the final. So well done anyone that snapped up the 2-1 anti-post. For me, he holds the rails, leads round, and once in the lead, he's not for catching.
He was 8-11 or so on Monday, which was just look. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. He's never wrong. But, this dog's one of the best pups around, as we've seen, Graham. And has he got a perfect draw? We've seen him win at Toaster, of course, R1, so we know he can do it. And you just can't look past him, can you? If he traps level, he'll win, won't he?
Yeah, you think so, Joe. I mean, he's won his last 3 races out of 4, 4 and 3. So the fact he's got Trap 1 in the big race final can only help his cause, really. I think the only real danger will be Cranky Drake, but he's beaten him the last couple of times now. I'm a big fan of Cranky Drake myself. I've backed him for the Derby next year. I just can't see him overturning form of Romeo Alliance. And I think we talked about on Monday in the review about Romeo Alliance still being 40-1. I think that's all gone now, to be honest. I think his best price is 25. So we've missed the boat on that one, I'm afraid. I think if he wins Monday, he just proves he's the best pup about in the country.
You know why that is, don't you?
What's that?
People are listening to us and they're watching this preview. They're clearly saying, right, get that price, lads, because
Snap all the 40s.
these three judges here, Michael, Graham, and Chris, are going to snaff it up. So we've got to get on quick. Chris, talk to us, mate. He's a do you know what? He's just very professional, isn't he, in what he does? You know, he doesn't
Yeah.
blow you away. He's just professional in what he does.
Yeah, sums up perfectly, Joe. I think. Yeah, I hate to be boring, but it's very hard to go against the favourite. I think Romeo Lyons running ever so well, very professional. Rarely comes away too badly. He's always comes away fairly well. Then he puts the pace to the race and he kicks on. He stays well as well. Stays his 500 really well. So yeah, I massively respect Cranky Drake. I think he's going to be a really nice dog going forward. Maybe just might come a bit too soon for it against Romeo Lyons. But big shout out to Dave Fradgley with Bouncing Monarch. He's having a career best year at the age of 74. And to get Bouncing Monarch to a Cat 1 final is a big achievement. I'd love to see him go well. Got a soft spot for that, really. But yeah, I'm finding it hard to go against Romeo Lyons, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think it's even hard to look past the forecast, isn't it? Cranky Drake in second, just chase him home.
That's it. So yeah, that looks the obvious one, and it'll be hard to go against that.
Yeah, okay, right. That is the Park Public Classic. Good luck to all six in the final on Monday. Right, Chris, what we got next? I'm guessing the select stayers, is it?
Yeah, that's 8:36. We've got down the card Fabulous Heck Hair Trap 1, Vale Bluebell Trap 2, Mongi's Wild 3, and Beatty's Electra in 4 with 2 vacant boxes on the outside.
Yeah, which has made this a bit of a procession, we believe. Mongi's Wild 1 to 6, Fabulous Hecker 6 to 1, 16 to 1, Beatty's Electra, and Vale Bluebell. Guys, give me the distances. Give me the distance. Where are we? We're going to go. Yeah, give me what you think it'll be. Over how many lengths? We'll start with you, Chris.
I reckon I'm going to go 12, about 12 lengths. I think the only hope out of getting him beat was maybe if he went without a look round. Even then, it was a massive ask, but he's had a look round there. He's had a good trial. 2 vacant traps. I mean, yeah, I think it's triple suiting down to the ground as well. So as will the track. Yeah, I'll go 12 lengths, something like 12 lengths.
Okay, Graham.
I think he might be sort of near the 15 mark, to be honest. I mean, what the distance was for the Derby before he was withdrawn in that final? Was it Durando on final night? He was withdrawn. I think Hill did him 7.5 lengths, and they had all sorts of money pouring onto him, and he got withdrawn after that with the cough. I'll have to see what they price up again for Monday, but I think he could be sort of the 14.5 lengths sort of area.
Michael.
We've done it all wrong, lads. We should have been there saying 4 lengths. Let's get on. Let's pile on at that. So shout out to the bookmakers. Let's make it a betting proposition. Let's do it where there's a price for 5 lengths, there's a price for 8 lengths, there's a price for 12. Let's make it into something we can all get involved in, because otherwise there's not going to be much exchanged on the race. So yeah, shout out to the bookmakers listening. Let's get that priced up for Monday.
You haven't given me your distance yet.
Well,
it's keeping that quiet.
It's all price dependent, isn't it, Joe? It's all price dependent. But I think if there's no betting involved, I think it'll be in that 11 to 12 mark, around there.
So, Chris, you said 12. Graham, you said
14.
14. And Michael, you've said 11 to 12. So we are all on Beatty's Electra to win by over 12 lengths at Nottingham, right? Okay, now, of course.
Good luck to all the other ones for taking on Mongi's Wild. It's a shame it's not a 6-runner race, and let's hope it is more competitive than what we're saying. But hopefully the bookmakers can price it up so then we can all have a little interest in the race.
Of course, we're talking about Mongi's Wild, and look, fair play to. Do you know what? Because it takes a lot of steel to do it. Because they would have known full well, Fabulous Hacking Connections, Beatty's Electra, Vale Bluebell, that Mongi's Wild was going to go for the select stayers. It's been on the cards now for a couple of weeks. So fair play to them for wanting to take him on, because the only problem is they would have needed 2 of the runners in there to probably help them. If Beatty's Electra or Vale Bluebell can get beaten. Look, Vale Bluebell defending the crown. She won it last year. So she's got every right to be in there to do that. But they would have needed something or 2 more runners, maybe just to be a bit of a goalkeeper to him, just to maybe get in his way. But a 4-dog race, you just can't look past him. And it's a shame, because, this is the St. Ledger trip as well. So he's getting a good early look at the Ledger trip where he's going to take some stopping again. But yeah, all the best to all 4 of them look, it should be a procession. We're not disrespecting anyone. This dog is the fastest and the best 6-bed dog around by a long, long way. So that's facts. He's shown it. He's done it. He keeps proving it. And good luck to him, and good luck to all the other 3, because yeah, he's going to take some stopping. So all the very best to all four in the select stayers on Monday at Nottingham. As we look towards the select stakes now, cracking race again, really good race, 11-4 the field. Chris, in your professional manner, give us the draw.
If you thought the other two races were just one dog heavy and just all locked inside of the favourite, this is anything but. It's wide open. So we've got Chelm's Bear in trap 1, Silver Freya trap 2, Droopy's Plunge trap 3, Wickenhead trap 4, Romeo Steel trap 5, and Slick Sentinel out wide in 6.
Brilliant race. Droopy's Plunge 11-4, Wickenhead 7-2, Charles Bear 4-1, Romeo Steel 4-1, Slick Sentinel 6-1, Silver Hill Freya 13-2. Right, we've had a treble. We've got 2 out of 2. Romeo Alliance has done the business. Mongies was done the business. Boys, who are you waiting on for the treble in the select stakes on Monday? I'm going to start with Graham. Come on, talk to me. Who's going to win you the treble?
I'd like to see it be Chelm's Bear. I was a big fan of the dog before the Derby. I've been a big fan through his whole career. It's just his style of running. But he always seems to be the bride, never the bride. The bridesmaid, never the bride. Sorry, but I'd like to see him win a big competition or a big race. And I think if he hits the front off the last bend, obviously you won't get caught at all. But will he get to the front off the last bend? I don't know. There's a lot of front runners in the race. If Romeo still goes well clear, they can struggle to pick him up. But I'd just like to see Chelm's Bear, hand you off the last bend, nice clear run up the rail, like plunged in the Derby, and that make my night really. I think Chelm's Bear for the hat trick.
There you go. That's after, of course, Gary Yard's won.
Yeah.
And Hedford Dane's won.
Hedford Dane as well, yeah.
So he's had a massive Yankee as Graham, and he kept it to himself. But yeah, he's all in. So yeah, good luck with Michael. Who's your third in the treble? Who's your last leg?
I'll be going with Silver Hill Freya here at 13-2. I think well drawn to lead round. Like Graham said, Chelm's Bear stays on well, but I think Freya's got a chance of leading at the rails. She will need to come on for last week's look round, but she should do. That was a first look at Nottingham. I think she's got a possibility to lead, and at 13-2, I think she could be the value in the race. But like the guys have touched on, it's competitive. I think you can make an argument for any of them. We've got a really, really good race. I think Romeo Steele's got a chance of leading from trap 5. Slick Sentinel's a consistent sort. Then you've got 3 Steps to Victory winner, Wiki Ned in there, and obviously the Derby winner, Droopy's Plunge from trap 3. So yeah, fair play to them all. It looks a really, really hot race. But for me, Silver Hill Freya at 13-2, Joe.
Okay, 2 different opinions so far. Chris, what you got for us?
Yeah, there's not much to add really from me. Just that's how wide open it is. You got the front runners in Silver Freya, Wiki Ned, Romeo Steel, Slick Sentinel. If any of those get loose, they could take some pegging back, I think. But they could also cut each other's throats up front and set up perfectly for Chelm's Bear or Droopy's Plunge to through plate. So a fantastic racing start. I won't give a bet in the race because I really haven't got a clue on this one. But I'd probably just side with Wiki Ned in form and to get first. He can do it from any trap we know now. As we saw, he did it from 6 in the 3 Steps to Victory. So he could lead up from 4, but it's far from a confidence selection. This is just one to sit back and enjoy, I think.
3 different votes, and we haven't stuck the Derby winner in there, Droopy's Plunge. He had to work hard on Monday in his prep race, and look, he's got a bad draw, hasn't he? He has got a tough draw to work from. But I'd be bigger. I'd be probably more 7-2 the field in this race. I wouldn't have him as short as 11-4 purely on the draw, because even if he traps, he's not going to clear Silver Hill Freya or Wiki Ned or Romeo Steel, is he? So I've thought logically about this, and for some weird reason, they have the track at Nottingham running like a road. It's about 60, 70 fast. I think the best dog to be in 5 out of 5 railers is Romeo Steel, and he is in unbelievable form. I know he got beaten 1-6 last time. He's since done, was it 27 dead at Yarmouth?
Yeah.
Ridiculous time inside the clock. A good trial here off a good sectional. Try and peg him back on a 60 fast track if he does come away, and he's learnt the art of trapping now. It seems he's a lot more consistent in doing so. So yeah, I'm going to be a Romeo Steel. We haven't even spoke about the only wide seed who's got a draw to die for, Slick Sentinel in 6. Mr. Consistent. He's a brilliant greyhound, very very consistent, and Wiki Ned in 4. 3 Steps winner. Just with Romeo Steel on his outside, I'm just not too sure about that. So a cracking race, and look, that says it all. We've all give 4 different opinions there, and you could easily give a case for Droopy's Plunge and Slick Sentinel. So all the very best to all 6. A cracking race on Monday to look forward to. Just a brilliant weekend, guys. And as we said earlier, these are the weekends that we love. Saturday, fantastic night of action at Shelbourne and at Monmore. We've got Friday at Shelbourne as well. The Opens on Sunday at Toaster. And then we head to Monday, Nottingham. Start of ground week and just a cracking weekend. We've got to love these weeks, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic weekend from start to finish. Yeah, bring it on. Cannot wait.
Boys, thanks for your time. Have a great bank holiday weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the racing. Enjoy your Chinese, whatever you're having. And we'll speak in the week.
Cheers fellas. Thank you.